Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together. Alone Eyes goes up in Rye's throat like he wants more.
All right.
Like a rumbling of thunder.
I was about to say, as somebody, whenever I would kiss someone, I was sometimes very disappointed because nobody really makes noise.
Nobody grabs your face and growls into you while they're licking your tonsils.
They really do not. And actually, in some ways, that's one of the things that I think is really fun about like stories like this, where you can just put a little bit more in there that obviously isn't something I've really ever run into in
I have
real
never
life at
seen that in real life at all. Like, of the people that I've dated and that I've kissed, I have never had anyone do the thing that they perform sometimes on screen, where it's like I will kind of directly like growl or grumble, or I have to hold myself back, kind of thing. And I'm like, what is that supposed to be, other than eventually some kind of weird pseudo like hyper reality fan service of going, now you have access to how badly they want this in case you couldn't get it.
I was about to say, I think a lot of that is because a lot of people aren't really taught to read signals very well. Like we really aren't. And then just basically having that it's the universal sound of desire. So we know if you're growling in your throat while I'm kissing you.
This is going to be a little bit explicit, but this channel is not for kids, okay?
It is definitely not.
So if you are not interested in hearing a sexual reference, here we go. Okay, so one of my boyfriends, in the way that, you know, people are not always good at reading signals.
It's true.
He told me, even sometimes when we were actively making out, even sometimes when I was aggressively feeling him up, etc., that he could never tell for sure if I was turned on unless he had his face in my crotch. Like, he really was like, unless I can basically smell it, feel it, taste it, I don't even know if you're turned on yet, because like girl physiology with, you know, I don't even know how to do it. I was like,
the particular anatomical arrangement.
My anatomical arrangement.
Sorry, I'm looking at my friend and going, my friend should not be doing biological
I don't know how to word this. I say girl because it was mine and I'm a girl.
Okay.
Like, that's the only reason I call it girl physiology.
Me as a girl, this thing. How about that?
So my particular physiology didn't get a boner experience the same way his did, because in this case we're talking about a cis-het relationship.
Right.
And so he couldn't tell. He's like, I can never tell with, you know, my partners who don't have penises whether or not they're turned on.
Right.
And I'm like, there you go. And apparently that's actually kind of a thing where some people just can't tell based on your behavior, based on your enthusiasm. They're like, no, there's other signs. Like, you have to feel for wetness. And I'm like, that doesn't necessarily indicate that I, a cerebral creature, am turned on. It means my body's having a response.
Right?
Like, you gotta trust my social signals.
They actually talk about that in relation to, like, sometimes your body really will react to something that you, brain-wise, will not. It's actually one of the darker things that people talk about in relation to, basically, rape. Where they will be like, you guys, this person got off on it. And it's like their body reacted. That does not mean the person desired it, wanted it, or thought it was a good time at all. There's literally a separation.
There's actually a really good TED Talk that I will try and look up for this about, like, basically arousal dissonance or whatever it is.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And it's really, really good. And she basically talks about the differences, and you can decide your own warnings there, and we won't go into any more depth.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So, growling into my face. All right. I can't help. I can't help being left breathless. Breathless. I feel a little dizzy.
I mumble against his tongue.
I say into his face.
He's like, what?
What?
Huh? I was growling at you. Sorry, I guess maybe I came on too strong.
I mean, you're trying to relive a fantasy that you read and assuming that I want the things and that both of us want the things in my novel without communicating it, which is an interesting choice, and it is a connection that we have intellectually, but...
prior to this, when he basically opened up with that, that's, I think, actually basically both of our reactions. We were going, wow, you're going to reenact something that you don't actually know if this person explicitly wants.
Or
what if they wrote a
fantasy
that people would consider to be potentially problematic or nasty or whatever it might be, and this is no moral judgment. I don't care. I will defend those fics. They deserve to exist.
Let people write what they want to.
Like, just walk away from them if you don't like them. But, like, imagine if Small had written something like that in her fic and going, this is what happens. And you're like, whoa.
I wrote it because it felt hot in the context of the characters I'd made up, not because I wanted to do that
at all.
Or want anyone to be subject to that.
Sometimes people have arousal dissonance where they just go, this thing just really gets me going, but I don't actually want this.
That's not necessarily arousal dissonance at all.
No, is that what you call it?
No, arousal dissonance is part of me, either my head is turned on and my body's not, or my
Okay.
body's turned on and my head is not.
Right.
That's arousal dissonance.
All right.
So that's
I'm
basically,
misusing
this is your
terms.
Venn diagram of reality versus fiction is what you're talking about.
Yes.
That's what you're after.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't know what to call it then. What would you call it?
So what it is I like this in fantasy, in a safe, controlled space, not in reality, which has all the variables in existence.
When a
So
lot
it
of different
really
things,
is
yeah.
fantasy versus reality.
Yeah,
Going
okay.
everything that I want in fantasy. Sometimes you want something in fantasy that you also want in fantasy. Let me try and explain that. I want to continue to be able to have access to the fantasy of this because I love this fantasy.
Right.
And I love this fantasy experience. It doesn't mean I ever want or need it to be real at all. But I like going to that space and being able to completely control this fantasy experience and have a great freaking time with it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Makes sense.
done. All right.
I guess I came on too strong. Woo! Hiccups.
Rai takes me by the hand, leading me towards the ledge.
Oh,
the
God.
only one. Yeet! He's like, I'm sorry, I came on too strong. I'm so embarrassed. I flings.
Phoenix, I got it!
Okay, or flings himself off the edge. In shame. Goodbye!
Ah!
This is it. If anything even goes slightly awkward, you're like, date is over.
Amelia.
If Phoenix is the only one that goes, it went weird, so what?
Right?
Like, you just keep going. Sometimes people fight, whatever. It happens. It's not the end of the world.
Nope, end of the world.
End of the world. Something was socially awkward. We will never speak to each other ever again. This is my blog, and in this essay, I will.
Oh my God.
All right, so.
Phoenix, please, I hate it.
All right. He puts his arm around me.
Oh, and I will always love you.
I think you're thinking of My Heart Will Go On.
No, I don't care.
It's fine.
But it doesn't.
He stands behind me. I put my arms out and go, I can feel, it feels like I'm flying. Right, it feels like I'm flying. Hey, really, do you want to fly? I can do it.
I can do it. Let me do it.
Didn't we just have a discussion about flying? Maybe we shouldn't do that. Oh,
Are you sure?
he puts his arms around me from behind, both of us sharing the beautiful view.
We suddenly fucking became Titanic.
He leans up against me, and I super notice a boner because, damn.
My dude.
Because I kind of casually just stand still and go, this scenery is beautiful, don't you? I nearly
Falls off the edge out of surprise. Okay, and again, not to body shame at all, but sometimes you're really just like, whoo.
Yeah.
Excuse me, a little personal space.
We also don't know that again, any of their physiological experiences. They're dragons. We have no idea that any of them get something that we would call a boner at all.
Yep. No
we
clue.
don't know what they have. We don't know what their dragons' experiences like hail from, and anatomically, or even like
Origins.
etymologically, whatever it is. Like the history of where they might have come from in the evolutionary scale. We don't know what they're related to. So
we do not.
We got no idea what's going on under those fancy clothes.
My heart will
go on. All right, beautiful view. Sharing it together. Look at this view.
I wish I could write a future where we could be together. Out all those stupid politics. I'm gonna be real dark.
You mean one where you aren't actually genetically inclined, like inherited to a throne that is a real political position? One where your parents had a different kid that was older than you, and thereby, since you work like a standard monarchy, I said, because since you work like a standard monarchy on Earth, you don't have to inherit, because they will. No politics. Right. Got it. I think we write our own lives just with our actions.
Are you really going to tell me?
You literally ran away from all those politics, so they don't exist here. You just have a weight of them on your mind.
A lot of weight.
Honestly, dude.
On your mind, like, whoa. I guess you're right.
Okay, I know it's an anime convention, but I've just been noticing it more and more. How many people can open their mouth like that and not show any teeth at all? Like, how many people can open their mouth like that and show no teeth? Like, without trying. Like, try and pull a tiny smile where you've got, like, about half an inch of space and not show any teeth.
Both of us would look at each other. I'm right. I have done it. All right. So look at your nearest person on the couch and go.
And try to go. And smile with your mouth open with no teeth. Do it. This episode is all over the place. Hi, welcome to Lies and Scandal. Yes. This is actually us. All right. I guess
you're right.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't get me wrong.
Oh my god, it's maybe the end of everything.
You're worth fighting for.
My brain can't even do it. They're gonna lose it. They're like, teeth everywhere.
Pee.
Fighting for. Hang on. We were talking about politics.
We were
talking about not having politics, and now you're gonna fight for me against what? I will beat up the other two dragons waiting quietly down on the carriage at the front of my house, who are still trying to figure out the game of pocket chess. And Phoenix going, I could just burn your king down. And Dylan going, no, that's not how it works.
You've played this before, Phoenix. I know you're sexually frustrated. Could you please focus on the game? I don't want to play a stupid fucking game. I get laid.
Hang on, it'll be like checkers. King me, stacks 2 pieces. Ah! Ha! God, I'm horny.
I know.
Voice full of emotion.
Little tiny, God, I'm horny.
Just up here in a little voice, a little thought bubble. God, I'm horny. Dylan, why me? Both of them, obligation reigns. Just in that wiggly writing about doing my duty.
Duty calls.
Right. I check the skies, which are surprisingly calm. Because normally when he has emotions, he's a fucking mess.
He's a fucking mess.
I smiles as he catches my gaze.
From behind.
As
he leans
so
his head around, he suddenly gets
down
long
around and looks at my face. He gets the dragon neck that he did in the kitchen.
Yes.
And he just leaves all the way around and looks me in the face with his dragon face. And I go, wow. You still are really shiny and gold and beautiful. That's why you wear the yellow gold motif. You're like metallic goldenrod. That's lovely.
Yes.
Ooh. All right. Hi.
I get better at controlling
Oh my God, give it up. You can't do it.
Yes, I can.
You're gonna pee. I'm gonna watch you pee.
I'm getting better at controlling my
You can't do it with the accent though, can you?
No. Honestly, I don't think anybody can do it with the accent. Holy shit.
Accents require a shaping of the mouth, so there we go. But you're getting better.
I'm getting better at controlling my feelings.
Not your powers, your actual feelings. Your feelings like
honestly, I would be really concerned with Ryan at this point. Like we still mention that, going like, if he doesn't know how to control himself, like he ran away from home and never learned how to control his powers, which could literally fucking black out city and light and everything.
The sun, the
people
stars,
will
the moon,
die.
the sky. Also going, my dude, is it literally just controlling your feelings? You are Elsa. Your powers are directly
concealed,
connected to your feelings. And if you even have the emotion, powers burst forth. So what you've got is I can control my emotions, which sounds just like all kinds of fodder for you being in a lot of pain and everyone else around you being in a lot of pain your whole life because you cannot share your emotions because it literally blows shit up. And in that case, I mean, thunder and lightning and everything.
I mean, blowing shit up with thunder is
it's a thing. It happens.
With the lightning. I want to become better for you.
Better than you were? Than who you had been?
Because,
Growl. Growl. Grr. Oh no. Dragon horses up on the edge of the roof. I am hungry. Grr.
Grr, feed me. Bark.
The boys down there. Shit, we didn't watch them while we were playing chess. Oh, God damn it. Ugh. I have to go up there and get them.
down.
Please tell me he didn't
you're hungry.
It's my freaking stomach. He didn't feed us.
Really?
It's breakfast time. We got right out of bed and did this. We are hungry.
We are hungry, pinata.
Burble
Do we also,
growl.
though, literally get up and then not have work?
Today, apparently 3 days in a row, we haven't had work when these dates happen.
It's fine.
On the other hand, they didn't all take up the whole entire day. We might work in the evening, and we might have to tell him. Please tell me he didn't hear that.
Was that you?
No, it was just a creature I keep in my belly. That's fine. I mean, my handbag. I mean...
Are you pregnant?
I'm fine. I didn't tell you, but you don't understand how human sex works, and I've done it with all 3 of you. Done. I'm pregnant with all 3 of you, baby.
All 3 of your baby. Right.
Adorable.
1, 2, 3, but mine? When goes over to the edge, leans over, looks down at them. 1, 2, me, mine. Trying really hard. Hey guys, I need to ask you a question. I need the answer.
Phoenix looks up. Yeah, what is it? Dylan. Oh God, what is it?
What is it now? And I'm like, Doug says, you want sex is small?
Both of them. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. You have to, right?
Yeah, but it's my baby.
Oh, no, it's the 3 of us. She told me about it on our date. He had to hear about it on his, yeah, on mine.
Dylan, yeah, that seems about accurate compared to the conversation that I had.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that lines up with what we heard, that she's having all of our baby.
Except that it's mine?
Well, all of the 3 of us, so it's also yours, and also mine, and also his.
2, 3, mine. I friend is just dying with this gag of me just counting slowly on my fingers and looking extremely puzzled, just going 1, 2, 3,
It's okay.
and then pointing at myself. I think I'm just gonna do this for the rest of the episode.
I'm gonna die. Okay.
Why didn't you tell me you were hungry?
Pregnant. I mean hungry.
I mean picante.
I mean, you have a little Hydra in you. Yeah, it's gonna have all 3 of your powers and mine.
So
Whatever my powers are.
my friend cannot handle it. So all 3 of our powers. 2,
How many
3,
of our powers?
and then you.
And our powers. And whose powers?
And then it's supposed to be mine.
Poor
Holy
thing.
Jesus.
He's like,
Why didn't you tell me you were hungry?
well, you see, because I was trying to be polite because you took me on a date in the morning, and I just assumed since you've done all this study of human culture and been living here for years, you would know that you feed the girl or the person.
La la la
or the
la la
anyway.
la, feed that girl.
You want to feed her now. She's really hungry. All right.
Come on, let's go get something to eat.
I'll show you my gourmet kitchen and my live-in chef.
That'll be great. We better feed that monster of yours.
You mean the baby? Hi. Monster? You called your own and theirs and our child a monster? Just saying.
Just a bit.
That's so... Wait.
What?
We didn't go to his house. He took me to
Oh.
my own cafe for food.
It was because we're on closing duty again tonight.
Oh,
We went to work.
Oh my God. No, what happened was they just skipped that part. That was the end of the date.
Yeah, that was the end.
Oh my God. And everything else that might be interesting or fun happens off screen. How did it end? All we talked about in the story narrative was all 3 of them being, and if it ends, right? And then we never see the end of any of these
The only
dates.
person we've kissed this whole time has been Rye. Out of those 3 dates, yes it has.
Oh, during the date.
During the dates.
During the date.
Yep, during the date. We didn't pay for Dylan's though, so I'm still guessing that you were supposed to be able to kiss him there because weirdly, I'm like,
I'll pretend he's my husband and I'll kiss him.
right?
Kind of whatever. I don't know. Who knows? Or something. Or I'll kiss him. Thank you for saving me. I don't know. Whatever it is.
I'm possibly also a thing though going like, if he considers physical contact to be something very intimate,
Right.
going, again, I'm going to push on your boundaries and push on your culture and go, you're not as relevant as me, so I'm just going to kiss you.
On the
and
other
they're going to be
hand-
like, really?
He also did kiss us in the park, which was super weird.
Yeah, it was strange.
But I say, anyway, so, see, I told you. She did a date in the morning and she worked at night. We suddenly work again.
Haha!
I'm on closing duty again tonight. The rest of my date and how it ended wasn't important. It's interesting how none of the ends of my dates are interesting or important at all. You think there's a lot of focus on how you part after it goes? Oh, well, sigh. I really should talk to Mr. Stanley and let him know I'm leaving. But I won't, because I'm a distracted employee. How am I going to explain it, though? Oh, that she's quitting, that she's moving to another place. If you've got 2 weeks till the end of the month, just give it now.
So does that mean though, but like she's saying this like, I'm going to be quitting, but I'm like, but that would be, because if Rye isn't going to go back, you'd have to pick either Dylan or Phoenix. In the context of the story, does that mean, again, I'm like, feels like the writers are really going, actually, who you really want is going to be Dylan.
As well as there also feels like an experience of, Rye's parents going, if you marry her, it makes you automatically be a prince that can't have run away.
Right.
Like you get put back into your slot, so he shouldn't want to marry you.
Yes.
He could be like, let's live in sin together. Let's love each other and never put it on paper so I don't have to go home and take on my responsibilities.
I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I was just having a moment there because I always get sometimes frustrated with the idea, my friend's gonna die, they love it so much, where people are just like, so if you don't get married, you're always living in sin. If you don't get married, marriage is the, I'm like,
that was meant to be a joke, by the way.
I know.
It's okay. But yes, that was actually just meant to be like, just using it as the colloquialism. In the way that I say in front of God and everyone, it's not meant to, sometimes there is a God in the room. It just depends on what game we're playing. But Amaterasu is a God in front of God and everyone. Anyway, so we don't know what our plan is. We don't know how long it will take, but we're belly aching over telling our boss, and in the meantime...
Thank you for joining us, guys. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want to support us, please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We've got some links in the description down below. And other than that, though, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies, and it was great playing with you. Bye!